In previous video, we have started topic number 14, element, compound and mixture. In that, we study what is mean by matter and properties of matter. Today, we are discuss about what is mean by elements and their properties. Let's discuss some question and their answer. First question is, take a water in a teapot and cover it. Heat the water to boil. What do you see on inside the lid? Okay, inside the lid we have observed that some water droplets are collected inside the lid. Okay, coming to the next question, fill the water in a spray pump, spray the water and observe the spray. If you observe the spray, here also the small droplets of water have been seen. What is understood by this process? The water made up of a very tiny particles. Whenever the boiling of water take place, the water vapor collect inside the lid, and after that with the help of condensation process, this water vapor converted into liquid droplets. Then what is mean by condensation? In Marathi, condensation means सांद्रीभवन. पाणी उकळत असताना झाकण जे लावलेलं असतं आपण त्या झाकणाखाली तुम्हाला पाण्याचे लहान लहान ड्रॉपलेट्स दिसतात किंवा थेंब दिसतात. म्हणजे नेमकं काय कोणती प्रक्रिया होते? ज्यावेळी पाणी उकळत असतं त्यावेळी पाण्याची वाफ होते. हे वाफ जे खूप लहान अशा कणांनी बनलेले असतात जे आपण डोळ्यांनी पाहू शकत नाही असे सगळे ड्रॉपलेट्स हे त्या झाकणावरती जमा होतात. उष्णता कमी असल्यामुळे तिथं त्या वाफेचं रूपांतर परत पाण्यामध्ये होतं आणि ह्या पूर्ण प्रक्रियेला सांद्रीभवन म्हणजे कंडेन्सेशन असं म्हटलं जातं. इन शॉर्ट, द कंडेन्सेशन मीन्स conversion of gases or vapor into liquid. This whole process is known as a condensation. Okay, when you observe the spray, in that spray the small molecules of droplets is also present. Means in both cases the small particles of waters are present and they are very minute or tiny. We cannot see this molecule with the help of our eyes. दोन्हीही कृतीद्वारे आपल्याला समजतं की पाण्याचे लहान लहान कण अतिसूक्ष्म कण असतात जे आपण उघड्या डोळ्यांनी पाहू शकत नाही. देन व्हॉट इज मीन बाय मॉलिक्युल्स? मॉलिक्युल्स मीन्स स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल ऑफ दॅट सबस्टन्स. ओके, स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल ऑफ दॅट सबस्टन्सेस इज नोन एज अ मॉलिक्यूल. Okay, water is made up of very small molecules of water. Okay, also gases is also made up of small or tiny particles of the molecule. Then coming to the definition of element, a substance whose molecules are made up of one or more atom which is exactly alike is known as an element. Okay, what is mean by elements? A substance whose molecules are made up one or more atom which are exactly like. Let's understood this concept. The substance whose molecules are made up of one or more atom. अशा वस्तू की ज्याचे एक किंवा एकापेक्षा जास्त अशा अणूंनी बनलेले असतात आणि ते अणू एक्झॅक्टली अलाइक अणू कसे असतात? एकसारखेच असतात. म्हणजेच एलिमेंट्स म्हणजेच काय? असे पदार्थ की जे एकापेक्षा जास्त अशा अणूंनी बनलेले असतात आणि ते एकत्र येणारे अणू दिसायला किंवा प्रॉपर्टीज नुसार ते कसे असतात? एकसारखेच असतात. अशा सबस्टन्सनाच किंवा अशा पदार्थांनाच आपण एलिमेंट्स असं म्हणतो. नेक्स्ट इज we do get a different substances by a decomposition of elements. Okay, we are getting any kind of element, the decomposition process is very necessary. Without decomposition we cannot get a new element. कोणताही एलिमेंट मिळवण्यासाठी त्याचं विभाजन किंवा डिकम्पोजिशन होणं गरजेचं असतं. डिकम्पोजिशन म्हणजे विभाजन झाल्याशिवाय आपल्याला कोणताही नवीन पदार्थ किंवा एलिमेंट मिळू शकत नाही. The smallest particle of elements are made up of one or more type of atoms. We cannot see this atom with the help of our eyes because atoms are the very smallest and tiny particles. With the help of our naked eyes, we cannot see these atoms. Okay, with the help of our naked eyes. If the thousands or number of molecules or atoms are comes together, then its volume and its size is increased and then it will be a visible. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, एलिमेंट हे एक किंवा एकापेक्षा जास्त अणूंनी बनलेले असतात. अणू आपल्या उघड्या डोळ्याने आपल्याला पाहता येत नाही. हजारो किंवा करोडोंच्या संख्येने जेव्हा हे मॉलिक्युल्स एकत्रित येतात किंवा हे अणू एकत्रित येतात त्यावेळी त्यांचं वजन आणि वस्तुमान वाढतं आणि त्यावेळी ते आपल्याला डोळ्यांनी दिसतात. मीन्स द एलिमेंट इज मेड अप ऑफ वन ऑर मोर atoms which is exactly alike. It is important definition. Remember us to the exam. Okay, these elements are present in our nature and some elements are made up with the help of laboratory, or these elements can be divided into two types, that is natural element and man-made element. Okay, in our nature there is a 118 elements are present. Out of these 92 present in a natural elements and remaining 26 elements are made up in a laboratory, and these elements is known as a man-made element. निसर्गामध्ये एकूण 118 मूलद्रव्ये आहेत. पैकी 92 मूलद्रव्ये हे निसर्गामध्येच आढळतात. त्यातली उरलेली जी मूलद्रव्ये आहेत ते मनुष्यानं बनवलेले आहेत, म्हणून त्याला मॅनमेड एलिमेंट्स असं म्हटलं जातं. कार्बन, ऑक्सिजन, नायट्रोजन, मर्क्युरी एक्सेट्रा आर द नॅचरल एलिमेंट्स अँड व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट एलिमेंट्स प्रेझेंट इन अवर नेचर. कार्बन डायऑक्साईड, कार्बन, ऑक्सिजन, नायट्रोजन किंवा पाणी हे सगळे महत्त्वाची मूलद्रव्ये आहेत जे निसर्गामध्ये आढळतात. Okay, then what is mean by atom? So atom is a tiny particles which do not see our naked eyes. Then who discovered this atom and who give the name to these tiny particles as a atom? मुलांनो, आपण म्हणतो की मॉलिक्यूल हा टायनी पार्टिकलनी म्हणजेच अतिसूक्ष्म कणांनी बनलेला असतो आणि या अतिसूक्ष्म कणांनाच आपण अणू असे संबोधतो. मग अणूचा शोध सुरुवातीला कोणी बरे लावला असेल आणि त्याला अणू किंवा ॲटम असं नाव कुणी बरं दिलं असेल? सो लेट्स डिस्कस अ ग्रेट सायंटिस्ट डाल्टन. तर आता आपण डाल्टन या शास्त्रज्ञाबद्दल माहिती पाहूया. स्टुडंट्स, वी लर्न दॅट द मॉलिक्युल्स आर मेड अप ऑफ टायनी पार्टिकल्स. These tiny particles is known as an atom. So who discovered this concept of atom? Let's see about the great scientist John Dalton. The Democritus named the small particles of elements atom because in Greek language atom means invisible. Invisible म्हणजे काय विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो? तर डोळ्यांना न दिसू शकणारे असे कण किंवा आपण डोळ्यांनी पाहू शकत नाही. In 1803, John Dalton proposed his theory stating that atom cannot be created or divided into smaller particles or destroyed. 1803 मध्ये जॉन डाल्टन या शास्त्रज्ञांनी अणुविषयी सिद्धांत मांडला. या सिद्धांतामध्ये त्यांनी सांगितले की अणूचे विभाजन करता येत नाही किंवा त्यांना नष्ट करता येत नाही. म्हणजे हा पदार्थाचा इतका सूक्ष्म कण आहे की जे आपण डोळ्यांनी पाहू शकत नाही आणि त्याचे विभाजन करू शकत नाही. ही यूज्ड सर्टन सिम्बॉल्स टू रिप्रेझेंट एलिमेंट्स. ओके, डाल्टन यूज्ड सम सर्टन सिम्बॉल्स फॉर रिप्रेझेंटिंग एलिमेंट्स. सम एलिमेंट्स अँड देअर सिम्बॉल्स आर गिव्न इन दिस चार्ट. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, कॉपर, द स्मॉल c, it is symbol for representing copper. Next, sulfur. The plus sign is used for denoting sulfur. Hydrogen, the dot structure is given inside the circle. So this representing symbol used for a certain elements. Okay, dear students, we see the atom does not see with the help of our naked eyes. So Dalton see them, these small or tiny particles, as a atom. Okay, let's revise the point again. The Democritus named the small particles of elements as atom because in Greek language atom means invisible. Okay, we don't see the atoms with the help of our eyes. Okay, thousands or number of atoms come together and their mass will be increased and then we'll see these atoms. In 1803, the John Dalton proposed his theory stating that atom cannot be created or destroyed into smaller particles. He used a certain symbol to represent element. For example, copper C, sulfur plus and hydrogen dot. Students, hope you understand the great scientist Dalton. Now we are discussing some more properties of element. After that we discuss some questions and their answer. First question is, which elements are present in air? Which elements are present in air? Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. These are the important elements present in air. Second question, is carbon dioxide an element? No, carbon dioxide not an element, because it is made up of two different molecules, that is carbon and oxygen. We have studied the definition of element. The element is made up of one or more atom which is exactly alike. Elements मध्ये आपण काय म्हणतो की हे एलिमेंट्स एक किंवा एकापेक्षा जास्त अणूंनी बनतात आणि हे कसे असतात, एकसारखे असतात. मग कार्बन डायऑक्साइड मध्ये कार्बन आणि ऑक्सिजन हे दोन वेगवेगळे एलिमेंट्स एकत्र आलेले आहेत, त्यामुळे कार्बन डायऑक्साइड हा एलिमेंट नाही. थर्ड क्वेश्चन, आर द ॲटम्स ऑफ डिफरंट एलिमेंट्स सिमिलर ऑर डिसिमिलर? Atoms of different elements are not similar, they are different and having or showing different properties. So dear students, in day-to-day life we are using some short form. For example, DR used for indicating doctor, HM indicated by headmaster, AC indicated by account, CM means chief minister. Okay, these are the short form we have to use in day-to-day life. Similarly, for indicating elements, some short forms are used for the study purpose. The scientist Berzelius study about this element and give the symbol for that particular element. These symbols are nothing but the first letter of that spelling. ओके, शास्त्रज्ञ बर्झेलियस यांनी इलेमेंटला सिम्बॉल देण्यासाठी त्याच्याच स्पेलिंग मधलं पहिल्या अक्षराची निवड केली. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, hydrogen is indicated by capital letter H. Nitrogen is indicated by capital letter N. Okay, means in the spelling the first letter is indicated or used as a symbol of that particular element. Then what about those elements we are starting spelling with same letters? असे काही मूलद्रव्य आहेत की ज्यांचं स्पेलिंग एकाच अक्षराने किंवा एकाच मुळाक्षराने सुरुवात होतं. मग अशा एलिमेंट्सचं सिम्बॉल देण्यासाठी कोणता मार्ग निवडण्यात आला? लेट्स सी. ओके, अकॉर्डिंग टू बर्झेलियस, हायड्रोजन इज इंडिकेटेड बाय कॅपिटल लेटर H. ओके, दिस H is taking place in the first letter of that spelling. Then carbon, calcium and chlorine, these three elements having or start with the same letter C. For this purpose, the Berzelius used first letter, first or second letter or first or third letter as a symbol. ओके, अशी काही मूलद्रव्ये आहेत की ज्यांची सुरुवात एकाच मुळाक्षराने होते. उदाहरणार्थ कार्बन, कॅल्शियम आणि क्लोरीन. अशा वेळी कन्फ्युजन किंवा गोंधळ टाळण्यासाठी बर्झेलियस या शास्त्रज्ञांनी पहिला अक्षर, काहीचं पहिला आणि दुसरा अक्षर, तर काहीच्या स्पेलिंग मधलं पहिला आणि तिसरा अक्षर ॲज अ सिम्बॉल म्हणून वापरण्यात आले. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, कार्बन इंडिकेटेड बाय कॅपिटल लेटर C, calcium indicated by capital letter C and small letter a, means Ca is a symbol of calcium. Then chlorine is indicated by first and third letter of that spelling, that is Cl. In that C is capital and L is small. So Cl, it is symbol of the chlorine. So students, let's see some elements and their symbols with the help of this chart. Students, see this chart. In this chart, some elements and their symbols are given. Let's see their symbol. First element is hydrogen. It is denoted by capital H. Next, helium, symbol He. Lithium, symbol Li. Beryllium, symbol Be. Boron, symbol B. The symbol of carbon is C, nitrogen N, oxygen O, fluorine F and neon Ne. In the indicating symbol, the capital letters are used and second letter is a small letters. These letters selected by their spelling. Okay, next element is sodium, that is Na. magnesium Mg, aluminium Al, silicon Si, phosphorus P, sulfur S, chlorine Cl, argon Ar, potassium K, and calcium Ca. Instead of these, some more elements are denoting their symbols like gold Au, zinc Zn, copper Cu, tungsten W, lead Pb, mercury Hg. Okay, these are the some more elements and their symbols. Okay, in our school we are also arrange the molecular competition also. Okay, you have to get this chart and learn more about the some more elements and their symbols. Students, let's see some more question. Question is, which metal do we use in day-to-day life? Which metal do you use in day-to-day life? Okay, in your kitchen there is a stainless steel and German utensils are present. These are the metals. After that, the some doors and some pans and some windows are also made up of metal. Second question is, are metals are elements? Yes, metals are also element. Okay, generally elements are classified into two groups, that is metals and non-metals. Okay, the metals having a specific property, that is ductility, malleability, sonorous sound, it having a lustrous appearance, and boiling point and melting point of metals are very high. Okay, these are the properties of metal. Non-metals do not have this kind of properties. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, एलिमेंटचं वर्गीकरण दोन गटामध्ये होतं, धातू आणि अधातू. धातूचे गुणधर्म आपण यापूर्वीही पाहिलेले आहेत. जसं धातूमध्ये तन्यता असतं, वर्धनीयता असते, धातूला चकाकी असते, धातूला नादमयता असते. या पद्धतीचे सर्व गुणधर्म आपण धातूचे पाहिलेले आहेत. तसंच धातूचा उत्कलन बिंदू हा उच्च असतो, धातू कठीण असतात. हे सगळे धातूचे गुणधर्म आहेत. स्टील, चांदी, सोने, तांबे, पितळ हे सगळे धातूची उदाहरणे आहेत. अधातूमध्ये हे सर्व गुणधर्म असत नाही. अधातू हा हार्ड असत नाही, धातूसारखी नादमयता सुद्धा त्याच्यामध्ये असत नाही. अधातूंचा उत्कलन बिंदू हा धातून इतका उच्च नसतो. मीन्स the metals and non-metals are the types of elements. Okay, the metals having a specific sound and a melting point, high melting point, high boiling point. It also malleability, ductility, and having a specific sonorous properties. And these all properties are absent in a non-metal. Non-metals, examples of non-metals are plastic, wood, chlorine, chalk. Okay, these are the examples of non-metals. Some substances are shows little bit property of metal and also showing property of non-metal. So these kind of substances are known as a metalloid. Okay, metalloid shows the properties of metal as well as a non-metal. The example of metalloid is the selenius, silicon, arsenic are the metalloid. Okay, some symbols are also used for indicating metals and non-metals also. For example, tungsten, this element or this metal is indicated by letter W. Gold is indicated by Au. Okay, these are the symbols also used to indicate metals and non-metals also. Some metals are different to use in a pure form. Okay, some metals are different and it is very difficult to use in their pure form. For example, gold. So therefore some other metals are added into the gold and making ornaments. Okay, the pure gold is 24 karat. Okay, these are very soft and flexible, and therefore for making ornaments some other metals add into the gold, and this type of gold is 22 karat. Okay, students, hope you understand all the point. Today we are study about the elements. Okay, what is mean by elements? The molecules are made up of many tiny particles. Okay, these tiny particles are present also in elements. So elements is made up of one or more atom which is exactly alike. This is known as an element. Okay, elements is made up of very tiny particle. After decomposition, we are getting elements. Without the decomposition, we are not getting the particular elements. Okay, the scientist Berzelius discovered the concept. Scientist Dalton is discovered the concept of atom and give a specific labeling for this. We are also studying the elements are indicated by a specific letter, and this is discovered by a scientist Berzelius. We are using the first or second letter for identifying or giving symbol of particular element. For example, hydrogen H, sodium Na, chlorine Cl, calcium Ca, etc. After that, we also study the elements is also classified into metal, non-metals and metalloids. For example of metal is gold, steel, copper, etc. And examples of non-metal is chalk, plastic, etc. Metalloid means which are showing combination of metal as well as non-metal properties. For example, silicon and arsenic are the metalloid. Metalloid in Marathi it is known as a sammishra. Okay, after that these metals and non-metals also used some symbols. For example, tungsten, W letter is used for indicating tungsten. Some metals we cannot use in a pure form. For example, gold in 24 carat. So other metals are mixed into that and it is making 22 carat. So it is very easy to make a ornament with the help of gold. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आज आपण इलेमेंट म्हणजे काय त्याची व्याख्या पाहिली. इलेमेंट्स हे अणूंनी बनलेले असतात. अणूंचा शोध कोणत्या शास्त्रज्ञांनी लावला हे देखील आपण पाहिलं. याच्यानंतर इलेमेंट किंवा मूलद्रव्य दर्शवण्यासाठी विशिष्ट असे सिम्बॉल वापरले जातात हे देखील पाहिलं. मूलद्रव्याचं वर्गीकरण आपण धातू, अधातू आणि संमिश्र या गटामध्ये करू शकतो. आणि शुद्ध मूलद्रव्य किंवा शुद्ध धातू वापरण्यासाठी अतिशय कठीण असतं. उदाहरणार्थ गोल्ड, सोनं. त्यामुळे त्याला दुसरे धातू मिसळून त्याचं संमिश्र सुद्धा तयार केलं जाऊ शकतं. डिअर स्टुडंट, होप यू अंडरस्टँड ऑल दिस पॉइंट. Now all of you solve the given question present in your mobile screen. Okay, see you in next video with next point. Thank you.